Hi guys! So you're probably wondering why I have absolutely nothing on my eyes, no makeup whatsoever. Well, here's the answer. Today is going to be another kind of like battle of the mascaras, review of two similar yet different mascara. You know, I just feel like doing that, maybe, like different but same. Okay, sorry, I just had to do it. And it was awful, just scratch it. Anyways, so the two mascaras I'll be comparing are similar but different, like I just said, so I'm repeating myself on top of that. And the mascaras are, Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara, which is like a sample size but it's still the same thing, and MAC's False Lashes Mascara. So basically the use for both of them is similar because they're meant to actually, like, they're focused on volume, length, and stuff like that. But the MAC one actually is supposed to also emphasize the curve of your lashes, not only volume and length, and also a good division. Whereas like Smashbox mostly like emphasizes on the volume and the description of the mascara. For the price, for the full-size Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara, it's actually $22.50 for a 0.38 ounce format, and which is not that expensive actually. Like some mascaras are so much more expensive. And for the MAC mascara, it's a bit pricier. It's $27 and you get a 0.28 format. So it's a bit like you pay more for a little bit less basically. So about the wand, I'm gonna start with the MAC mascara. You can see the wand is pretty large. It kind of like gets a bit thinner at the end, I guess, for precision, but overall it's a pretty big imposing brush. It's actually made of like hairs, it's not silicone or anything, and that's about it. The Smashbox mascara has an even bigger wand, even though it is like a similar shape. It also becomes thinner at the end for more precision. The main difference, except the fact that it's much bigger, is you can see there's like a more space between the little like hairs, and it's also a hair brush. It's not like a silicone brush. So now we're gonna look at the application of both mascaras. So I'm gonna apply Smashbox on this eye, and then I'm gonna apply MAC on this eye. So I'm gonna start with Smashbox. So you can see here that like the wand is really big, so it can actually be hard to apply. That's why I'm being so careful, because I do tend to mess up a lot, and I'm very like, I don't know, like I always tend to like mess up already, and this one is just so huge that I'm trying to be really careful. But you can see that it actually gives a good like length, volume, division. It's actually like a really good mascara if you actually manage to like use it without messing up. It doesn't seem like it clumps that much, so that's also like really good for mascara. So, but I wouldn't say I'm impressed that much with it though. Now I'm gonna apply the MAC mascara on the other eye. Now with another super huge wand, because I needed to have two mascaras that were similar, so two big wands. This one actually, like, I find it has a bit of a better division, but volume-wise, I would like tend to say that the Smashbox one has a bit more volume, maybe even more length, or maybe it's just the angle of the camera. I'm not even sure anymore, but like the effect is pretty much similar. I do find this one, it tends to have like a thicker formula though. You can't really see it here, but well, you can see it a little bit in my eyes, that it actually tends to clump maybe a little bit more than the Smashbox one. But overall, I would tend to say that both have very similar outcomes. Now I'm going to try and remove both mascaras with my Makeup Forever waterproof makeup remover. I'm using this one because like mascara is so hard to take off. Not even mascara, just makeup in general. So I'm just going to go ahead and go for the waterproof like remover because it just saves me so much trouble. So I'm going to start by removing the Smashbox mascara. Sorry, not makeup. There's really nothing to say except that I'm just taking off the mascara, trying not to put it all over the place. So it actually removes fairly easily. The only thing is pretty much just like any mascara, it's gonna go pretty much all over the place, so just removing the mascara is actually like tricky. Now for the removal of the MAC mascara. Again, just removing mascara basically, so nothing to say here except that maybe, I don't know. So that's all. So both of them are pretty easy to take off. Of course, I find the MAC one is a bit easier to take off, like you don't need as much products and it doesn't go like all over the place as much, but it's a really slim difference, and like mascara is always a pain to take off either way. So I wouldn't like define that as a tiebreaker that much because they're very similar even on that point. like there's not a drastic difference with the one being like impossible to remove, like for example the Real from Benefit. Like that mascara is like so hard to take off, but like they're pretty much on the same basis, even though like I mentioned, and I'm repeating myself, the MAC one is just a bit easier to take off. So this is what it looks like. So this eye here is Smashbox, like I mentioned before. Here's MAC. Overall I really find them to be really similar. I'd say there's not really that much of a difference in volume. I really find them to be almost the same. I'm trying to find like a difference right now and I can't really think of one, except I guess it's just the application. Like I find it's a bit harder to apply with the bigger brush from Smashbox, but in the end, like they're so similar, you could actually switch one for the other. So if price is an issue, or if you just don't like having such a big brush, I would mostly go towards Smashbox because it's a bit cheaper, even though it's not a big difference. And like I said, like they're so similar that you can actually like switch them around, and there's not really like it really comes down to price and quantity in what you want. Or if you just like a sucker for MAC and you like really just want MAC, then just go for MAC. But like in the end, they're pretty much the same. So that's all for my mascara battle of the mascaras for Smashbox and MAC. And I hope you guys liked this video, and don't forget to let me know if you have any suggestions or comments in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching.